Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have two new Showdown SBCs to review, and they're actually good cards because the last 2 days have been completely awful. So definitely looking forward to these ones. Guys, the first one is going to be the new Showdown Curtis Jones card. So let's see what they've done with this card. Okay, so a card that can fit the meta of the game very nicely. Good. 6'1", high medium work rates, right-footed, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. I love the start of that. Player traits, he has the flare traits, in-game attributes. Okay, good. This card is already formatted nicely so that if he doesn't get the upgraded, it's still a pretty decent card. Because yes, finishing is at a 79, but the shot power is at a 90, which is a huge compensator there. But if that's improved for base card stats, would be incredible. Because guys, with Curtis Jones in-game, he's going to have the shadow chemistry style, obviously, because we're playing him in the midfield position. Now, even though his defensive stats in certain areas right now is not in the higher side, I do feel like it's very important to mention the fact that he is 6'1" with a high and average plus body type. And that body type to have in the midfield position works out great. But obviously, because he is a showdown card, those upgrades would be absolutely massive for a card like this. Now, with the way that the card is currently formatted, I really like that his acceleration is higher than the sprint speed. But it is a little bit weird that when they improve the card, if they improve it depending on the results, the acceleration at a 98 is a little bit strange. You're still probably going to give him a shadow chemistry style, but obviously the strength is at an 80, the 85 for aggression. So what I'm seeing here is what he's like on the anchor. That's the main thing, okay? Because if they improve base card stats for shooting, dribbling, passing on the card, but then the pace is in like a 96, 97 acceleration area with like a 92, 93 for sprint speed, like that type of area, the card is going to be solid to use in the midfield position for a Premier League player. With the shooting, like I said, yes, has 79 finishing, but because he is on the taller side, guys, cards like this are usually super ideal to use in like a 2 midfield setup or one of 3 midfielders. A card like this on stay back while attacking would be great, in my opinion, in that 4-1-2-2 that we used to use back in the day. But yeah, the shooting, pretty decent area, but obviously if it's improved, it'd be great. Passing on the card is obviously very good as well for a midfielder who has a 4-star weak foot with 94 for composure. Dribbling we will be experimenting with, but I don't expect him to be like the craziest responsive player because of the body type that he has, which is perfectly fine because the main thing here is for him to be good at attacking and defending for the most part, right? Defensive stats on the lower side with the high medium work rates, but with the shadow chemistry style as of right now, he'll be in a pretty decent area. It's just sliding tackles that's going to be a little bit lower, but it's good that his interceptions and stuff is higher. Again, if that's improved, that would be fantastic for this card playing in the midfield position. And then last but not least, for physical stats, he's got pretty decent stats as well, guys, because look at what happens when you give him the anchor, right? On the anchor chemistry style, he has 90 for strength, 90 for aggression. Now, with the pace, you definitely can use it like this 100%, but I just feel like it's always necessary to have that extra pace. Like right now on my main account, I'm using the Paqueta card. It was the Player of the Month card because I got him in one of those like campaign SBC player pick thing, whatever, right? And when I'm using him, it's a good card, lacks in the pace for the meta of the game nowadays, right? So that anchor for a potential future upgrade is something that we have to look at. But I do want to see what he's going to be like on the shadow chemistry style, which we do not have. So we're going to have to go pick that up. Actually, I could give him the anchor to see what that's like and then see if I actually want the pace on the card. But yeah, the way that we're going to be using him in the team, guys, is as usual, 3-4-1-2, playing him in that right center mid position, and we'll see how he plays, man. Hopefully he's a beast. Sheesh. Oh, my own player. Block it. No. Oh, okay. So the shooting's not like crazy special. Waghorse. I can't wait for this card's upgrade, by the way. So, oh my goodness. He's so good. Hey, it's good I reviewed that card because I told you guys I liked him more than Richarlison. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. Oh, Curtis Jones actually almost scored for me. What's funny is that because of his high medium work rates, that's why he pushed up as much as he did. And the trackback is pretty solid, eh, with the medium work rates? Okay, so the shooting from outside the 18, don't even bother. Don't even bother. He's not like the craziest at hitting them. I've hit a few greens. They're not like crazy animations for it. Oh, nice. I wasn't even controlling him that time. No second man press either. Listen, the positioning with the high medium work rate is perfectly fine. Like the way that he lingers around the 18 is fine. Like I don't mind that. If anything, it kind of adds a variable to your team with the high medium work rate. It's kind of like using Laporte and stuff from back in the day. Ooh, L trigger against Ronaldo. Let's go. Oh, I tried it. I tried it. You have to do way more shot cancels. You gotta wait for that extra pass as well. Meta for FIFA 22, boys. Yeah. I almost said FIFA 19, and I honestly was gonna end the video just there. We don't speak of that game. Oh, gotta work some left sticks there. His left stick dribbling for a midfielder, guys, is perfectly fine. Like, this isn't just me being stupid to test him out when he's under pressure and all that kind of stuff, you know? Yeah, the fact that he has the 4-star capabilities, it allows you to kind of like use him in the team in a 2 midfield setup or 3. He definitely involves himself more in the attack because of the fact that he is a high medium work rated player. Good interception. Oh my goodness. I do the roulette and it does that skill move sometimes. It's really weird. Give me that. Yeah, I just gotta work that near post angle. I committed him like crazy over there to try to score that opportunity. Thank you, Curtis. Yeah, his AI defensively, guys, is perfectly fine. That's where he's supposed to be, the edge of the 18 and stuff. Don't mind the high medium at all. Almost. Close, though. Slide challenge. No! It's unlucky that I didn't get that. Unlucky. Curtis! Let's go. There you go. Second man press on that. Thank you. Dude, this like combination play between Divock and Weghorst is awesome. It's so much fun. Oh, it's unlucky. I don't know what happened there. That was kind of weird. So because of the high medium work rates that he has, guys, he definitely gets involved in the attack for sure, which is cool. Like I said, it's like a variable to have for your teams. I imagine. What an interception, by the way, just randomly too. Yes, Jones, you're the best. Yeah, I mean, guys, like I said, his high medium work rate, not really an issue. There we go. Let's go, Curtis Jones. Just gotta put more power behind those bad boys for him. Oh, and a green because of the finishing being low. Ugh. Yes, sir. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the new Curtis Jones SBC. So, guys, listen, when it comes to these Showdown cards, EA definitely select the ones that require some upgrades for sure. Because here's what I'm going to say about Curtis Jones, right? So as of right now, EA has increased him to a point where he will be usable in the meta of the gameplay. Obviously, if you're good enough, you want to work with those Liverpool links. They have improved him to be at that point now. Because I mean, in comparison to that silver card, you really can't go wrong. So just for that alone, with the English links, Liverpool links, some people will do for that, right? This card definitely needs an upgrade to be able to fit the higher tier meta of the game, right? Because when you give this card an anchor chemistry style, you're looking at a card that is good at pretty much doing everything, right? And his high medium work rates actually tracks back into position in those defensive areas perfectly fine. So it's kind of like using, how like in the beginning of the year we used to use someone like Marcus Llorente? It's kind of like using that for a card like this, because I feel like the anchor chemistry style is such an obvious choice for a card like this, because look at the way that his pace, defense, and physicality is set up for a card like this with a 4-star capability, high medium work rates. The high and average plus body type, I genuinely didn't mind using in the midfield position because his dribbling stats is set up nicely for a card that is being used in that midfield area. But it's just one of those types of cards, right, where you are gambling again, to try to get someone good, because with Curtis Jones, it is a card that, in my opinion, just like the Laporte card, needs the upgrade to hit that next tier level. Because honestly, the format of this card on an anchor chemistry style is already set up nicely if he gets those upgrades in the future. He could definitely be a very, very solid card to use in the meta of the game, because I like when they give them at least like a high work rate or a high medium work rate, because it adds a variable to your team. It's kind of like when I like using someone like Awar in my midfield position, because sometimes he'll go up the pitch and actually attack for you, but I feel like he needs those upgrades to be really good. So it's that type of SBC. It's not like Weghorst. Weghorst as an SBC by default was already really good, right? And then with the upgrades, gonna be nuts. But with Curtis Jones, I feel like he requires the upgrade. So if you want to do it for the hopes of Liverpool winning, it's going to be entirely up to you. But he needs the upgrades, guys, 100%. Definitely that type of card. Links-wise, obviously, the main thing here that people are going to be taking a look at is the Alexander-Arnold link, because honestly, this card still plays well in the meta of this game. But it's going to be that. It's going to be players like Joe Gomez if you use that. It's mainly going to be like the Liverpool links, the English links, right? Those are going to be the main guys. And obviously the fact that he plays in that center mid position, you can switch him to striker, center forward, cam, and be able to use them in those ways. Also understand, guys, that there is something that you have to look at when it comes to Curtis Jones. Cards like this, if you actually want to line up in those side areas, would be great to work with. Because, again, with the future improvement on the card, imagine a card like this on an anchor chemistry style, playing in that right mid area, being your attacking and defensive oriented player with higher shooting stats. You guys get what I'm saying? So that's a possibility for you. Playing him at center mid, CDM, right mid, you could totally do that. Right mid and a 3 at the back, not a 4 at the back, okay? 3 at the back, because, it's good to have attacking and defensive players, but needs the upgrade for sure. Hopefully you guys enjoy this review today. Next one is Laporte. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.